As Governor Inslee sets his new plan in motion, one local group in Pasco is sending out a petition for elementary students to go back to remote learning. Cap KVU's Ellie Nakamoto-White spoke to an organizer who says this is the way to reopen more quickly and that educators are on your side.
Educators feel it's no longer safe for our students and our staff to gather in school buildings. To keep our community safe, we must return to remote learning.
Scott Wilson, the president of the Pasco Association of Educators, says he wants to help get your students back in the building.
We want schools to reopen.
But the first step is gaining control over the pandemic.
But wouldn't it just make a whole lot more sense to get the transmission under control?
A petition with nearly 600 signatures advocating for students to return home until it's safe.
The petition is just sort of an opportunity for our community, and not just educators, but for our community to express their voice.
Some responses saying education staff should not have to risk their lives, the lives of their families, and the lives of their students in order to do their job. And it's not safe for staff, students, or families to send kids back to buildings. Remote learning is not a failure. It's what needs to happen right now.
This is just not a safe environment.
Right now, Pasco Elementary students are in what Wilson calls a modified hybrid.
Our educators just do not believe that this current model is meeting students' needs.
And that the safest thing to do for students to return more quickly is to stay home. Reporting in Pasco, Ellie Nakamoto-White for Cap KVU Local News.
Now, as of this broadcast, the petition has 639 signatures. They say this is the next best step for expressing their concerns. A rally to reopen Pasco is set for tomorrow at 4 p.m. More details can be found on our website, yaktrinews.com. Well, the COVID-19 testing site, once located at the Hapo Center in Pasco, has moved. The new site opened up this morning. It's located at 1709 South Ely Street. That's near the Kennewick Irrigation District building. Like before, the drive-up testing site is winter ready and available to everyone.
It will serve anyone. So if you feel like you need to test, this is an available spot to do that, regardless of insurance, regardless of immigration status. It is available to all.
The site at the Hapo Center in Pasco has been discontinued. The new site will be open Tuesday through Friday, 7 to 3. So definitely a good option for those of us on the other side of the river.
Absolutely,
Jason.
100%.
Let's go ahead and talk weather.
Yeah, another warm day today, especially in the mid-Columbia, but we're looking at rain tonight. Let's take a look at that radar, and we can see it moving on in. It's in slow motion. There we go. We were seeing a little bit of shower particles coming into the mid-Columbia, and we're going to see all of our areas get showers into tomorrow morning. So get ready for a wet start to your day, wet end to your day, and wet start to your day tomorrow. Current temperatures, as I said, staying warm in the Tri-Cities, 46, seeing just a hint of wind coming on in. In the Yakima area, Yakima Valley was kind of lagging behind 37 right now, and the rain has reached Yakima. Just a hint of wind out there as well. But we have more warm conditions on the way and more showers. All of your full forecast coming up.
The Sunnyside Police Department is investigating their first alleged homicide in over 2 years after a man was found dead inside of his home the morning of Christmas Eve. Cap KVU's Neil Fisher spoke with police and has the latest.
The Sunnyside Police Department is investigating a homicide after officers were called for a welfare check on December 24th. On Tuesday, Sunnyside Police Chief Al Escaleta said that officers were not able to enter the home until family arrived.
The family came over, this particular person, and family member and the police officer actually went in, and that's where they discovered the deceased.
Police say the victim, 70-year-old Pedro Lieja, was found dead in his residence on the 900 block of Franklin Avenue from apparent injuries consistent with foul play.
We can't really get into mechanism of death right now just because this is a very active investigation and we're just trying to track some stuff down.
Police are working with the family and looking into surveillance video from the area in hopes of finding more information.
The current direction of the investigation is working with the family to generate leads and to pursue leads right now.
Police say this is the first alleged homicide in over 2 years in Sunnyside. Anyone with information is asked to contact Sunnyside Police or the Yakima County Crime Stoppers. Reporting in Sunnyside, Neil Fisher, Cap KVU Local News.
Yakima police say the teenage girl snatched from her home yesterday morning is safe. Officers found her hundreds of miles away in Nevada with a 34-year-old man. As we told you last night, this was not the first time the teen disappeared. Cap KVU's Emily Goodell explains.
In early September, a 15-year-old girl reportedly ran away from her home in Northeast Yakima. Police found her more than a month later in Phoenix, Arizona, with 36-year-old Daniel Avante, who police say had coerced her over social media and has recently threatened to take the girl back and kill her family. On Monday, about 11:20 a.m., the teen walked out her front door to take the garbage out and didn't come back. An Amber Alert went out, asking people to watch out for the girl and Avante and warning people to consider him armed and dangerous. Hours later, another Amber Alert identified 34-year-old Eric Landeros as a second suspect in the reported kidnapping. Officers found the girl about 10 p.m. during a traffic stop on a highway just outside of Wells, Nevada, in a car driven by Landeros. Police arrested Landeros, who is now charged with kidnapping and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Police are still on the lookout for Avante, who they suspect arranged for the teen to be taken from Yakima to Phoenix. Avante is believed to be in Mexico. Police say the girl is with authorities in Nevada waiting for her family to come pick her up. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, Cap KVU, Local News.
The Grand County Sheriff's Office announced one of their deputies has died due to COVID-19. Deputy John Melvin passed away on December 11th. He was discovered by fellow deputies during a welfare check after family members reported they couldn't reach him. Melvin served for over 35 years in law enforcement and was preparing to retire this year. He was 60 years old.
Alrighty, let's take a live look outside tonight.
Well, we're going to take a look at the past conditions. I'm switching things up on you.
Yes.
Let's take a look very quickly. And again, it just changed. Stevens Pass with more snow in the mountains. Traction tires are required. If you're heading out, make sure you check. All of your full forecast coming up.
And still ahead on Cap KVU Local News at 5, we're looking ahead to the Washington legislative session and how changes because of COVID-19 could actually make it easier for you to be a part of the lawmaking process.
Taking care of Mom in her home was supposed to mean quality time together. It was my turn to care for her. So much for quality time. Mom felt like she was a burden and I wasn't spending time with Mom or my kids. Our answer was reliable health care. Their caregivers are matched to each family to meet the needs of your loved one where they are now and to stay with them on their journey. Care can be arranged for hours, days, months, or long term. Contact Reliable Health Care to set up a free care consultation.
Reliable Health Care. Quality care is our passion.
Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip Hop Group Tag Team to help you plan dessert?
Fresh vanilla, rocky road, chocolate peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop, there it is. Scoop, there it is. Scoop, there it is. Scoop, there it is. Scoop, shakalaka, 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 shaka. Scoop, shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
We made USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage.
That's how you do it right.
USAA insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it. With hassle-free claims, he got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Let me tell you something. I wouldn't be here if I thought reverse mortgages took advantage of any American senior. Or worse, that it was some way to take your home.
Learn how homeowners are strategically using a reverse mortgage loan to cover expenses, pay for health care, preserve your portfolio, and so much more.
A reverse mortgage loan isn't some kind of trick to take your home. It's a loan, like any other. Big difference is how you pay it back.
Find out how reverse mortgages really work with AAG's free no-obligation reverse mortgage guide.
With a reverse mortgage, you can pay whatever you can when it works for you. Or you can wait and pay it off in one lump sum when you leave your home.
Discover the option that's best for you. Call today and find out more.
I'm proud to be a part of AAG. I trust them. I think you can too.
Call 800-699-7598.
Sanitizers can dry out your hands to a scaly mess. Introducing HydroClean Hand Sanitizer by Hanvana, the hand sanitizer that kills germs and softens hands at the same time. The secret, HydroClean starts with a trusted ingredient from an FDA-registered facility that kills 99.9% of germs. Then adds 3 powerful hydrating ingredients: 100% pure coconut oil, soothing aloe vera, and hyaluronic acid. Call or log on now and receive this giant 1-pound bottle for just $19.99. Order now and receive special pricing for as low as $14.99 and get free shipping. Plus, you can get a 10-pack of Air Police 4 non-medical masks with 4 layers of protection. Just pay a separate fee. This offer is not available on Amazon. Order now.
Call 1-800-871-5984 or visit HanvanaGel.com. So call 1-800-871-5984 now.
Snowshoeing on Fly the Northwest. Cap gave you local news at 6 tonight.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, with Washington legislature less than a week away from starting session, this year the Capitol will barely be open. They're putting limits on how many lawmakers can be inside at any given time, and protesters have expressed that their concerns will not be heard. But a local expert says it's actually a great opportunity to now have all voices heard through remote testimony. This means people who couldn't get to the Capitol now have a chance to share their thoughts during the upcoming session. Getting to Olympia to testify about a bill or initiative might not be feasible for everyone, especially with the pandemic or past closures. But now you can testify virtually.
These are the laws that are going to govern us, and it's really important for us to have our voices heard.
Jason Mercier says there's a lot riding on the upcoming legislative session, like reopening metrics, environmental policy, and income tax.
You're going to be having debates about the governor's emergency powers. Should there be reforms to that to bring the legislature back into these conversations? There's an income tax on the table that's been proposed by the governor in his budget. What does the legislature do on COVID relief?
In the past, people have been able to remotely testify from central locations like Columbia Basin Community College. Now you can sign up to testify from home or even submit a written testimony.
You have up until an hour before the hearing starts to sign in. A lot of people are probably going to be taking advantage of this, so time will be limited. Just because you've signed in doesn't guarantee you're going to testify.
A heads up, if you testify over Zoom, you will be live streamed.
You do want to have a little bit of decorum in how you're presenting yourself to not only lawmakers, but it's important to remember that these hearings are going to be live streamed by TVW. This really is just a great opportunity for us, and I think we need to prove that we deserve this going forward. So once the pandemic is long behind us, the legislature continues to provide this remote testimony, especially for those of us on the east side of the state.
And we'll have a link online at Yak Tri News to where you can sign up and learn more about the bills in the session. Well, the Chehalis restaurant and bakery Spiffy's, who defied statewide shutdowns, was in court today. The hearing started at 3 p.m. and even though they're located in Lewis County, the hearing was in Thurston County. The restaurant was hit with hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines for staying open. They were later issued a restraining order to close. There were even rallies to support the restaurants fight these orders. Stay with Cap KVU Local News for the latest on today's hearing. Now, we've heard about a couple of people having severe allergic reactions to the coronavirus vaccine, and doctors are still trying to figure out why. But now the FDA also says the vaccine might interact with facial fillers. Those are the injections used to smooth out small wrinkles. In Moderna's vaccine trials, 3 people had allergic reactions where their lips or cheeks, wherever they'd gotten the fillers, got swollen. That's around 1 in 10,000 people, and the swelling went down after basic treatment. So doctors are saying there's no reason for people who have had facial fillers to avoid the vaccine.
Now, Cap KVU First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Tuesday evening, everyone. Hope you've had a wonderful day today. And, well, tonight, pretty nice, but we're seeing rain starting to fall in Yakima Valley, and we expect rain off and on for the next few hours through tomorrow morning. So get ready for some wetness overnight. So warmer in the mid-Columbia, still in those mid-40s, save for Dayton, 44 in Toppenish, and much cooler in Ellensburg and Yakima. We should be a little warmer there and a little cooler there as we head into tomorrow. But again, wetness, and then we should be looking dry until we get to Friday morning. So that is definitely some good news. We had some heavy winds today along the Blues, but those have slowed down, and we're again right at below 10 miles per hour. We expect light winds for the week ahead, so nothing like we've seen pretty much from the weekend and into Monday. So winter weather advisories, we have a winter storm watch. That's the pink, so more inches expected in the passes. And in the purple, that's a winter weather advisory, same for the Blues. So this will come to an end very early tomorrow morning, and then this will come to an end Thursday morning. So it just gives you an idea of where these shower activities will be hitting. So quite a bit of scattered showers really throughout the Northwest, very heavy out on the coast, and light rain coming out into our areas. And again, we're going to continue to see that throughout the evening into tomorrow. Speaking of which, let's take a look at the futurecast, and it will continue in the form of rain, then move on out as we get to the afternoon. And then Thursday's looking nice, but then Friday morning we're going to see another front coming through, but that could be the last front we see, at least for before the weekend. So that will be having more dry conditions on the way. So we've had quite a bit of shower activity the last couple of days. So overnight tonight, we're going to be hovering around the 40-degree mark for the mid-Columbia, a little cooler just above, though, the freezing mark for Yakima and Ellensburg with those showers. As we head into our Wednesday, already midweek, heading in. Let's see, there it is. Going to be 48 in the Tri-Cities, 51 in Walla Walla. So just a little cooler than we saw today for the Mid-Columbia, and a little warmer than we saw today for Yakima and Toppenish. 7-day forecast. Again, showers tonight into tomorrow morning, then clearing on Thursday, then morning showers Friday. Then we should be kind of settling down, though we will be cooler. Lower 40s for your weekend. Overnight lows still hovering right around that freezing mark. In the Yakima area, same story. Showers tonight to tomorrow morning, and could see a little rain-snow mix Friday morning, but then things will settle down. Should see some sunshine for your weekend. Overnight lows just below the freezing mark. So we are going to be cooler as we head into the weekend. Rain tonight into tomorrow morning.